Good morning, good morning. It's Boundy here, psychic medium, bringing you the daily card spread reading. Today it's not actually the Lenormand cards. I have zipped into using the Kipper again because it's a Saturday and it's Saturday the 20th of January 2024. So let's go across to the cards. Do tune into your psychic senses and your spiritual connections. Let's go across and see what the cards have. Here we go. Oh, I forgot to actually line them up. Silly me. Here's the Kipper cards. Oops, I put them around the wrong way. That's the cover of the deck, and it's a deck by Ciro Marchetti, as you can see. Beautiful, beautiful artwork, and they're called fortune-telling decks in this one. As you can see there, deck, it's not deck. It's just the way that the light's shining on it. But we'll put them there. That's so that anyone who would like to purchase them knows what the cover looks like as per the ones I'm specifically reading. This here is the back of the cards. Okay, and it almost looks like it's upside down. It's not. I do have a bit of light behind me with the window, as you can see. I keep forgetting to actually close the curtain because I love the view out my window. So anyway, here we go. This is the guidebook. I will be using the guidebook because these are not a familiar card deck to me. They are fairly new. So there's no particular order of what these cards are in as far as the actual spread itself goes. I'm going to zoom in and then I'll go like this so that we've got them close up, and I will close the curtain because it is a bit too fuzzy. Hang on, too light. There, that's a bit better, isn't it? Yes, good. Now, I'm hoping this is going to my Facebook destinations, Twitter, and I know it's not going to Soulpreneur, that came up with a problem of connection, YouTube channels. So let's see. Now, I'll hold that there. What we have is the mature man, the child, and the courthouse. Interesting spread. And you know what? The one that kept flowing out, falling out, flying out, whatever, when I was shuffling them was unexpected income, or one of those types. And I thought, oh, yeah, it's going to end up in the spread. Well, it didn't. It just kept flying out. So that one was obviously a personal one for me. Here we go. We'll start from the mature man and see what the mature man has for our as part of our message today. So you can see that he's sober and thoughtful in his day suit. We meet this wise older gentleman in his library. So he's on your side, generally representing all kinds of bosses, guides, mentors, authorities, and executives, as well as important male relatives such as a grandfather, uncle, father, stepfather, that type of father-in-law, godfathers, those type of male influences that we might have. So what we have is a wise person pretty much who might become important to you for today. Okay, so keep an eye out for that gentleman and respect all persons of authority or any experienced person for the fact that that might be the influence you have through your day today. Now we're going to look at the child. So it almost does bring in that feeling of grandfather to grandchild or granddaughter. This one does look more feminine, but certainly can be the masculine as well. So we meet this happy, charming child, in frilly clothes, clutching her beloved stuffed bunny in a Victorian nursery right out of Mary Poppins. We have had this one before. I can remember reading the child card before. In keeping with the time period when all children wore ruffles and petticoats, this card could mean any child. So it doesn't necessarily mean just the feminine, the young girl. So it more abstractly does represent innocence, naivety, the new, the simple, and the small. So, it's a child, children. So we have the balance here of that lovely mature man with the child. And let's see what might be the courthouse. Now, the courthouse is card number 23. For those of you who do numerology, 23 comes back down to a 5, so it's getting over a hump of some sort. So the courthouse means it's a somewhat challenging card, yes, but It's here we meet a solicitor coming from the proceedings in his wig, white collar and gown. It means lawsuits, court proceedings, divorces, wills, contracts, taxes, disputes, and all the legal matters. But your solicitor is capable, so the outcome would be good if it's near other enabling cards, which the mature man and child doesn't give us that indication of anything to do with enabling or not. But what I'm sensing with the fact that this is court, legal, all of that type of stuff, that it feels to me like it's the mature man coming to his twilight years, the grandfather, the child being there. It's leaving that is the legacy of this man to those who come after him, and that connection that sometimes can be extremely special between a grandfather and their grandchildren. So what I'm feeling is, get your house in order. Make sure that you do have your wills and testaments, that last will and testament, in order, so that what you have for your children that are in that now time, and the mature man that's at the end of his time, passing on what is material possessions and all of that we leave behind to the child, to his own children, to his grandchildren. It is that lengthening legacy into the future that is being left, and the way that we do that is through our last will and testament. And it's making those instructions clear and concise so that you have a valid legal will, so that you are bringing forward that ease of transition through this mechanism of a last will and testament. And many of you may know what that already means for you, or have experienced negative issues and experiences and situations around the wills and the passing on of loved ones, and you thought you'd get more or less, whatever. It can cause issues, so make sure that you have your will in place in a secure, known space and place to access easily by those who you intend to be the beneficiaries, so that it can be that really good, easy, smooth transition. Okay, so that is the essence of what I'm feeling with our cards today. It's enjoying what we have through our life right now, being that child, that having that childlikeness within ourselves too, to continue to play through our life, to continue to experience the fullness of learning and the adventure of being that childlikeness, and continue inquiring, learning, all of that keeps us growing and moving forward, until we ourselves have our twilight years to pass on legacy to our children and the children's children, as in grandchildren. I've got 5, and I'm putting things in place that are going to give forward as I move through enjoying my life. I'm not, being too much of an Ike for myself. I still am enjoying what I have of my own life collections and things that I can experience still. So remaining healthy as can be, so that we do live our lives first. We are here to experience for ourself first, but not in that selfish way, but to help others around us grow and move in their own journey as well too, don't forget. So I'm going to leave that there. Thank you for joining me, even if it's in replay. I haven't had comments coming in, so I'm not sure which of my connections have managed to get to their correct destinations. If they haven't, watch through this until the end. You'll find out that, yes, I've had to upload instead of do live, and that sometimes happens. We have wonderful technology, and it's great to join in, so thank you. Keep being the best you that you can be, and I'm going to see you tomorrow around the 8 o'clock, could be a little later. Namaste.